Hi, I'm Michael Shuster, real estate specialist in the Greater Toronto Area and the surrounding suburbs. On January 1st, 2023, Canada implemented its 2-year ban on foreign buyers from purchasing residential real estate here in Canada. But is it really a total and complete ban on all foreign buyers who want to buy a house or a condo in Canada? The Canadian government recently released the regulations for the foreign buyer ban in Canada. And if you consider all of the exemptions in this foreign buyer ban, you might ask yourself, who in fact is really banned from buying real estate in Canada? So, first of all, a foreign buyer can be deemed anyone who isn't a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident here in Canada. Now, this ban applies to any properties that are 3 or fewer units. So, if you're a foreign buyer and want to buy a residential fourplex or more, have at it. It also applies to cities and towns with over 100,000 people. So if you're a foreign buyer and want to buy a vacation property or invest in a property in cottage country or somewhere with a smaller population on a nice lake, no problem. Now, let's talk about who are exempt from this foreign buyer ban and can still buy a residential property here in Canada. International students are exempt, although there are some conditions that apply, like they do have to be enrolled in and studying in a program. And the maximum purchase price is $500,000. So they've strategically cut down on those foreign students buying multi-million-dollar properties. Then there are temporary foreign workers, foreign buyers with diplomatic credentials, and they're all exempt too from this new foreign buyer ban in Canada. Also exempt from the Canada's foreign buyer ban are non-Canadians with a spouse or a common law partner who is a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, or permanently registered under the Indian Act and refugees. What's also interesting about this foreign buyer ban in Canada is that when the government was recently asked if they did any studies to determine the impact or the effect of this foreign buyer ban and what it would have on the real estate market, the answer was no. They haven't done any research or formal studies to determine if it's even likely to be successful or make an impact on anything. They presented it as an important piece of legislation that was intended to have a huge impact on the Canadian real estate market, yet they did no studies. Furthermore, CMHC determined in their research that foreign buyers represent a whopping 4%. Meanwhile, data from the Bank of Canada shows that domestic investors who face no government restrictions have become an increasing force in the real estate market, accounting for 20% of real estate purchases by mid-2021. So, the foreign buyer ban will have a minimal impact on the ground, especially when much bigger factors like interest rates and market psychology have been dictating real estate activity recently and the prices in the past few months. All data shows that foreign buyers and foreign buying was a bigger issue in 2016 and 2017, but this latest run in real estate was fueled by domestic buyers. With any new government policy, there always comes a lot of uncertainty, and they're slowly releasing more details. So, for example, what if you buy pre-construction that isn't scheduled to close for 3 years? The purchase doesn't actually happen until 3 years from now. But the Canadian foreign buyer ban has what it's called a sunset clause, which means the ban expires in 2 years. So your pre-construction purchase won't close for 3 years. Interestingly enough, the foreign buyer ban expires in 2 years, which happens to be right around the time the government might want an election. If you have more questions about the Canadian foreign buyer ban, just email me, mike@TheREguy.ca, or you can call me anytime. My number's below, and I'm happy to chat, answer your questions, and share whatever information I can. Thanks for watching.